Shabbat Shalom. As you come in, make sure you are taking our service booklet for the evening. This is what we will be praying from tonight. What are you doing? Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God all the earth a new song unto God. Shabbat Shalom. Whether you are here in the sanctuary with us or joining us via the live stream, we are so glad you're here with us tonight. We are so glad to be here as a community as we celebrate a very special and important part of our temple community, our temple sisterhood. Tonight is Sisterhood Installation Shabbat, where we will thank our outgoing leaders and welcome our incoming leaders. And we are also so happy to have our chorale here with us again. Thank you for your time preparing the beautiful music for our service. We're going to begin now on page 2 as we invite up our incoming Sisterhood President, Mindy Grenan, and our outgoing Sisterhood President, Ann Stone.
We welcome each of you who has come here tonight to share our celebration of Shabbat, to share in the light of the candles and the songs and dances of rejoicing, to pray for peace and create harmony in our homes, to rest and renew ourselves for the important work to come, to give thanks for health and freedom, to seek faith and courage, to remember always our heritage. Let us all bask in the Sabbath's rays of comfort as we join with family and friends in this celebration. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu
now my pleasure to welcome Blair Marks to our congregation, to our bima, to our service. Blair has been involved with sisterhoods, with Women of Reformed Judaism for many years. She has some great connections with some of our sisterhood members, and we're delighted that she's here this weekend for a fun-filled weekend of celebrating our sisterhood.
Well, Shabbat Shalom. It is such a treat for me to be here with you all this weekend. One of my first trips ever for Women of Reformed Judaism was to Jacksonville, and it's wonderful to be back again. So I want to thank the Sisterhood for the invitation, the incredibly warm welcome from Ann, from Mindy, from Rabbi Glasser and Canterbury, who's even letting me sing with the choir. What a treat. And congratulations on the congregation's 140th anniversary. I saw pictures of the gala, and it just looked like so much fun. I have had the pleasure of getting to know so many of your sisterhood women over the years through both the North American Board of Women of Reformed Judaism and also the Southeast District of WRJ. And I'm looking forward to meeting many more of you over the course of the weekend. I'm delighted to bring you greetings from WRJ President Sarah Charney and our Executive Director, Rabbi Marla Feldman. They wish you a peaceful and spiritual Shabbat as well as an educational and inspiring weekend, and hope that our time together will lead to new creative opportunities for the Temple Sisterhood. And I know that they send their sincere thanks and congratulations to Ann and to Mindy and to all of the women who have served and who are being installed this evening. Over the past several years, WRJ has been reinventing itself in a way that refocuses us for the future. We've revised our mission statement and opened our tent for affiliation to everyone who identifies as a Reform or progressive Jewish woman. And that's while continuing to support and engage hundreds of sisterhoods and tens of thousands of women across North America. The focus is on the sisterhoods as well as the individuals within a framework of sisterhood, spirituality, and social good. And that has led to a wide array of programs, including online opportunities like a virtual trip to Israel, tour of Israel, or travel opportunities like a civil rights journey last year to Alabama and Georgia. The WRJ Stops Initiative says Stop Initiative against sexual harassment and assault, and prioritized work on diversity, equity, and inclusion within the organization for an enhanced sense of belonging and inclusion for all members. And of course, there's the philanthropic arm of Women of Reformed Judaism through our, what we call the YES Fund, Youth Education Special Projects, which strengthens and enhances the future of Reformed Judaism, providing youth programming, funding for educating clergy and Jewish professionals, and elevating women's voices around the world. Now, I want to share one story on a personal note. As I was working with Mindy on plans for this weekend, we got to talking about the fact that I have one of my aunts was actually from Jacksonville. And I discovered a picture I had never seen of my Aunt Charlotte Lind Kaplan of blessed memory in the, get this, 1962-63 Jacksonville Jewish Center yearbook. Any of you have that on your shelves? You can go look. Aunt Charlotte grew up here in Jacksonville, and it seems that she was a member of Queen Esther's court that year. Who knew? Anyway, I'm looking forward to meeting you, so please say hello during the Oneg, Torah study tomorrow, or any time over the course of the weekend. Shabbat Shalom.
The strength of a piece of cloth is in the threads of which the whole is woven.
The tapestry of our Jewish heritage has its threads in many colors, from bright gold to somber black. With its colors echoing the events of the times, this tapestry was begun thousands of years ago. Its weaving will continue for many more thousands of years to come. The first strand slid through the fingers of Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. Their thread was strong. Their colors were brilliant. The pattern grew, the length increased, and the stories of our heroines and heroes, their deeds, their lives, were woven into a cloth of beauty and lasting strength.
Our Jewish women, from the beginning of our history, have been the warp and the woof, the sum and the substance that bound our tapestry together. From these beginnings, in the hands of Sarah, through the black strands woven during the Holocaust, to the strong thread of today's Israeli women, this cloth has grown and will continue to grow throughout time.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקרא. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקרא. שמור וזכור בדיבורך, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם תפארת ולתהילה.
Shabbat lechuvenelcha, ki hi mekor habracha, lerosh mikadem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Body or spirits, and face the door to welcome Shabbat.
בואי לשלום העטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה בואי חלה. אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקרא בלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקרא בלה.
Here we are again, God, women of sisterhood. Here we are again, God. We have chosen the Jewish way. We are willing, but worried about our usefulness, determined but distracted by the rapid of change in our society, faithful to you and our people, but fearful of its destiny in a world of injustice and violence. Help us to know who we are, where we come from, and what we must do to keep alive and strong in the Jewish way. Inspire us, teach us, guide us, that our daughters and their daughters, joined in similar convocation, may ever proclaim, here we are again, God, we have chosen the Jewish way.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim. Together, blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening.
God of all generations, we lift up our hearts to you who made heaven and earth. We turn from our daily toil, from all difficulties and conflicts, from life's clamors and weariness, to meet in the supreme spirit of service to our synagogue.
Grateful for the strength, wisdom, and the courage which we have sustained us in the year now ending. Thankful for the success that has crowned our efforts as we labored in your name. May we proceed from task to task, upheld by the vision of your goodness, confident of purpose, resolute in the pursuit of our commitment, and ennobled by the innate worthiness of our goals.
Behold, how good it is for your children to dwell together in unity. In unison, we call upon your name and ask your continued blessings upon the works of our hands.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 7. We have Judy Halprin, Laura Osofsky, and Gail Jarrett for the next reading.
Sisterhood is more than one. It is one community of women joining with another to do together more than one could do alone. But I too am more than one, more than a link between that which was and that which is yet to be, a bridge between the generations. I am now, I walk that bridge, trying to balance the many pulls upon my life.
I am a woman, a person, an individual. I am a member of a family, daughter, sister, wife, mother, grandmother. I'm a citizen of a community and of a country. I am part of a people and a world. They all have need of me, and I of them. I need the strength of my faith, the guidance of its teachings, to help me fulfill these responsibilities.
I too need nurturing, to feel that I'm growing, attaining, that my life has a purpose beyond the here and now, that I can find meaning in life by doing that which has meaning beyond my life. All this I need for myself, but seek it in the company of others. Women who share the faith, understand my obligations, appreciate my needs. I seek and find within the special bonding that is sisterhood.
Tapestry she wove was one which sang our history. With every strand and every thread she crafted her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances toward the light.
across the sea. The wonder of this miracle she soon came to believe. Whoever thought the sea would part with an outstretched hand, and we would pass to freedom and march to the promised land.
And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And Miriam the prophet took her timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song, she sang with praise and might. We've just lived through a miracle, we're going to dance tonight. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. rise in body or spirit for the Amidah, which begins in the middle of page 9.
Adonai sefatai tiftachu fi agite hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor VeHaNorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei Bneihem, Le'man Shemo Be'ah. Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol atah Rav Le'Hoshia, Mori Hatal, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar. Michamocha Baal Gevurot, Umidol Melech, Melech Memid, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, B'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kedoshim b'chol yom yahalelu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated.
Oh God, on this special Shabbat, we are grateful to be together. We give thanks to you for the many generations in this temple here tonight to praise your name together. Our sisterhood's accomplishments are due in large part to our faith and hope, hard work, and your commandments taught in the Torah. The mitzvot we have performed for others have made sisterhood even stronger, certainly more unified. The harder we work and the more we give, the stronger sisterhood becomes.
We thank you, Adonai, for our leaders, past and present, and for those willing to take part in our activities. Praying here tonight are women of all ages, strengthening our bond with you, God, at this special service in the name of sisterhood. Grant us help and peace so that we may continue to perform Tikkun Olam, which is ultimately a gift to the world.
Ritzei Adonai
take a moment now for our own prayers of our head. On this Shabbat, where there is much to celebrate, much to be joyous for, we, of course, take a moment to think about those in our lives and in our world who are in need of healing, whether it be healing of the body, mind, or spirit. This Shabbat, our congregation prays for Michelle Alexander, Carol Babcock, Debbie Bauer, Vera Benjamin, Sandy Berkeley, Pauline Sherwin, Susan Derby, Helene Edwards, Muriel Fields, Beverly Fruit, Marilyn Goodman, Mary Hartman, Lynn Israel, Deborah Kay, Robert Kay, Marilyn Levinson, Jonathan Luchow, William Newman, David Osofsky, Laura Osofsky, Sarah Penshaw, Buddy Pollock, Jean Posen, Sean Quinlan, Ron Rappaport, Sandra Resnikoff, Devorah Bot-Ruchel, Dr. Darren Rohan, Lanny Rothstein, Lois Avchin Rosenthal, Kevin Rutherford, Stephanie Shabilia, Jacob Schreiber, Sid Siegel, Ruthie Silver, Nicholas Sobek, Larry Tallis, Jane Terry, Judy Van Gorder, Mark Weig, Renee Weinstein, Lee Wagman, Barbie Young. If there are other names you'd like to share aloud with our community of those who are in need of healing, please do so as I look around the room. I thought you were kidding.
Judy Brinkley, Shannon McCavitt-Rawls,
Doreen Danos and Lori Pierce.
Gary Miller and Shirley Smith.
We hold all of these names in our hearts as we continue with Misha Barach at the bottom of page 11. We continue now on page 12 with our sisterhood installation service. Start with Kathy and Jody. And then Blair will continue with the installation.
As sisterhood women, we are special women of faith. We are surrounded by others who share that faith and care as we care. We know each other, not only by name, but also by commitment. We have experienced the strength we can impart to each other when our hearts are joined in spirit. We know the impact we can have on our community and society when our minds are of a single purpose.
We have seen the contribution we can make to our synagogue, to the Reform movement, and to Judaism when our hands are united. We are adding our voices to those of Reformed Jewish women everywhere and are translating the principles of Judaism into action and concern. So may we continue to act as partners in sustaining and transmitting our heritage of faith, and may we appreciate more than ever the opportunity which sisterhood affords us to live more deeply as women of faith.
I call now these women of faith who have chosen to lead this journey to spirituality and blessing. President Mindy Grinnan, immediate past President Ann Stone, past Presidents Lori Simmons and Gail Jarrett, programming co-vice presidents Linda Weinstein, Joyce Elkin, I don't want to mess them up, Temple and Community Co-Vice Presidents Lisa Wright and Nancy Nykirk. Membership Co-Vice Presidents Carolyn Cantor, Lori Malamud. Ways and Means Co-Vice Presidents Susan Board, Sandra Archer. Treasurer Kathy Winterfield. Financial Secretary Judy Halperin. Parliamentarian Laura Osofsky. Recording Secretary Jody Seitlin. And Communications Coordinator Rhoda London. Got everyone? Are you reading this? That's what I thought. Okay. In Pirkei Avot it is written, Any assembly which exists for the sake of heaven will endure. Any assembly which does not exist for the sake of heaven will not endure. The sake of heaven means to work in harmony and do good deeds. We pray, Adonai, help all on this sisterhood board to learn patience and understanding. Make these leaders aware that they share a deep and abiding concern for our fellow human beings, and that they share the common goal of serving our sisterhood and our temple to the best of their ability. Teach them to accept differences of opinion with grace and equanimity. Help those who are new among them to appreciate the contributions of those who have given time and devotion for many years. And help those who have sustained and guided our sisterhood to its place of preeminence to accept our newer members and not condemn them or their ideas without a fair trial. Help them to be big enough to admit mistakes and to accept the mistakes of others. Help them also to wholeheartedly support and work for decisions once they are made, so that they can in good conscience say, I tried my hardest to help sisterhood. Let them not lose sight of the fact that they are all volunteers working for sisterhood, the temple, and Judaism, and not for personal glory. In union, there is strength, and we must unite if we are to accomplish our goals. Guide this board, our God, in its deliberations and its plans, that they may grow from strength to strength and truly be an assembly which exists in harmony to perform ma'asim tovim, good works.
We are unique, but we are not alone. We are each different, but not separate. We recognize in each other the spark of the divine. We see in each other the essence of caring. We bring to each other respect and trust. We ask of each other confidence and support. Like Moses and his brother Aaron, we look to each other to speak for us when our own voice may falter, to uphold our arms when our own strength may fail us. And like our sister Miriam, we are ready to lead each other in hymns of praise as we move together towards the moments when we triumph, when we become a blessing.
Okay, here goes. I accept my responsibilities as president of Congregation Ahavath Hesed's WRJ Temple Sisterhood Board. Imbued with the wisdom of past experiences, I pledge myself anew to that sense of tradition, respect, and commitment which sisterhood represents. In that spirit, I will strive to fulfill my obligations with joy, with pride, and with love.
We accept our responsibilities as members of the Congregation Ahavath Hesed WRJ Sisterhood Board. We pledge support to our officers and to each other in the service of our organization, our congregation, and our community.
On behalf of our entire congregation, I bestow our priestly benediction upon Mindy and upon our incoming board so that they know they are important links in the chain of our people. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God's presence be with you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's eyes remain fixed upon you and grant you peace. Together, let's say, Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
just wanted to say I'm very much looking forward to my term as Sisterhood President, and I want to thank all the Sisterhood members and all the Temple members who will all be supporting me, and as well as all the Sisterhood ladies that are here, both the board members as well as all the chairs and all the ladies that are going to be joining real soon when I start to ask them. So, so again, I want to thank everyone for putting their support in me and trusting me to do this role. And thank you to Cantor Barry and to Rabbi Glasser also, as well as all the chorale members who've been supporting me over all these years. So thank you.
Well, here we go. Good Shabbat, everyone. Rabbi Glasser, Canterbury, honored guest Blair Marks, Temple members, guests, and my friends who are here, and those watching on live stream. A Sisterhood member wrote several years ago, "Sisterhood is not just another service organization whose members happen to be women. It is a conglomeration of women who come from different places in education, philosophy, and ages, but who share a focus and concern, and in the process of dealing with them, develop relationships of affection and trust for one another, unique to organizational experience, a band of sisters, literally a sisterhood." My tenure as Sisterhood President for the year 2022 to 2023 started last June 10th, 2022. Our theme for the past year was Helping Hands, which was our aim for the past year and all that we did for Temple, our community, and the world. July found our members and friends at Hamburger Mary's for our charity bingo on behalf of JFCS, Jewish Family and Community Services. Thanks to our chairman, Bonnie Brady, a donation of over $800 was designated to the Max Block Food Pantry and doubled thanks to the Block Family Foundation Match Challenge. The Max Block Food Pantry takes an active role in the fight against hunger on the First Coast. The food pantry addresses the most basic human need, hunger. They served over 134,000 meals to more than 15,000 clients struggling with food insecurity. July 14th, the Cafe Nora, Carolyn Cantor, Lori Simmons, and Monique Miller hosted 8 new members. Each new member received a gift bag, dinner, and a welcome to Sisterhood cake was served. August 14th, Linda Weinstein and Joyce Elkin, program vice presidents, treated us to a wonderful program with Dr. Alan Bliss, executive director of the Jacksonville Historical Society, who spoke on the 200th anniversary of Jacksonville and why history matters. August 21st, Temple Sisterhood officers and chairmen had lunch and orientation. We started our social action project by collecting packaged socks, underwear, and school supplies for Cedar Hills Elementary, our adopted school. Lanny Derby, Temple's year-long chairman for Tequila alum, her theme, Do Good for Our World, 24/7, 365, had a collection bin in the Temple lobby for school supplies to benefit Cedar Hills Elementary. Thank you, Rachel Ranieri, for delivering all the supplies to the school. 2 trunks full. September 7th found many of our Sisterhood members pottery painting at Doing Dishes. Marie Wrights, as chairman, had us drinking wine and enjoying a wonderful catered dinner. Included in our cost for this program was a donation to the Yes Fund. During the course of this weekend, you will hear many times the Yes Fund mentioned. The Yes Fund is WRJ's Youth Education and Special Projects Fund, which supports, among other things, NIFTY, the parent group of our JAFTY teens, the URJ camps such as Camp Coleman, an art camp, a science camp, and others, and awards scholarships to rabbinic and cantorial students globally. It is a vital part of WRJ's commitment to ensure dynamic future for Reform Judaism by developing future leaders. September 14th found Sisterhood members enjoying lunch and a tea party at Temple. Carolyn Cantor and Lori Malamud planned a most enjoyable afternoon. After drinking our tea, the cups were washed and dried, and then we planted succulent gardens that were delivered to River Garden residents. October found the kugel queens in the kitchen making multiple kugels for Break the Fast and for the Caring Committee. Susan Board and Goldie Lansky made sure all shut-ins had chicken soup and kugel for the holidays. November 13th had Sisterhood and Brotherhood celebrating Veterans Day, with Brotherhood supplying breakfast and our wonderful veterans, both from Brotherhood and Sisterhood, talking about their experiences in the service. Then we had game day. Some played poker, bridge, mahjong, canasta, Scrabble, or the game of their choice. What a fun day, and everyone wanted another game day soon. Thank you, Susan Board and Friedel Serpy, for all your help in making this a successful day. December 4th, Tayeb Molik, Jackville Shalia, spoke about growing up in Israel, her family's Ethiopian Jewish traditions, and other aspects of her story. Thanks Joyce Elkin and Linda Weinstein for this special afternoon. Many Sisterhood members volunteered their time for Hanukkah shopping, December 4th and 11th. Thank you, Renee Weinstein, Jody Doogie, Mindy Granan, for organizing this tremendous undertaking. Don't forget, it is not just selling, but setting up and taking down that is a very big job. Remember, it matters where you shop. December 25th found Sisterhood at Temple along with Temple members, Brotherhood, and the Jewish Center doing Meals on Wheels for Christmas Day. What mention we have in Jacksonville doing this mitzvah. Our wonderful bakers supported the first responders with homemade goodies. December also found Sisterhood purchasing a new ice machine for the temple. It had been many years since the old ice machine had quit working. This was a gift that was very much appreciated by all who had been schlepping bags of ice. January 21st was Sisterhood Shabbaton. Renew your spirit. We enjoyed Shabbat together with Bethel Sisterhood. We had chanting with Bobby Adler, services with Rabbi Glasser, lunch prepared by Kathy Winterfield, Torah walk with Goldie Lansky, art projects with Isabel Ballatin and Lori Castro, Tai Chi with Lisa Cohen, Israeli dancing with Tris Barber, Yoga Nidri with Gail Greenfield, Midrash with Deb Kaur, Havdalah with Canterbury, Rabbi Dime, and Lori Simmons. Our social action was Clothe Them with Love. We collected clothes for the kids' closet at JFCS. Oh, what a wonderful day. Thank you, Nancy Nykirk and Lisa Wright, Sisterhood's Temple and Community Vice Presidents, for all your help. January 25th found us doing another successful game day. It was to be a bunco game day, but nobody wanted to play bunco, so we played games of our choice. And additional money was collected for the Yes Fund. Again, thanks Susan and Friedel. February 15th found the Hamantaschen Queens in the Temple kitchen baking Hamantaschen for TIR Purim Carnival. Thanks to all who helped either at Temple or baked at home and brought their goodies. February 22nd, Sisterhood had a super sisters lunch. Carolyn Cantor and Lori Malamud planned a terrific afternoon. Baby pictures were brought to the affair and prizes were awarded to those who matched the most pictures with current members. Social action was undies for JFCS children 5 to 12. Thanks to all who made the wonderful soups. March 1st found Sisterhood invited to Monique's Shushan Palace in costume to celebrate Purim. Thanks to Marlene Watkins and Gloria Katz for this fun afternoon. On Purim, it's great to be a fun Jew. Moni Miller was the perfect hostess, and the weather was just beautiful, so we were able to be outside and enjoy the St. Johns River. If you missed this program, all I can say is, I'm sorry you missed it. March 17th to the 18th found Mindy Granan, Marcia Luchow, and myself in Tampa, Florida for the WRJ Southeast Convention. We attended the installation of the 2023 to 2026 board, a Yes Fund luncheon, 2 days of wonderful workshops, Shabbat dinner and services. We met lots of new friends from different sisterhoods and learned that WRJ is a network of Jewish women working together to empower women and communities through the bonds of sisterhood, spirituality, and social justice. The week of March 20th, sisterhood members were making chocolate matzah to be served at the Women's Seder. Cooking was done on March 22nd, and the Women's Seder was held on March 23rd, in person after 2 years of Zoom Seders. Thank you, Rabbi Glasser and Canterbury, for leading us in the most beautiful Seder. Michelle Branley was chairman and did an outstanding job. Thanks to all who helped to make this 30th Julie R. Spitzer Memorial Women's Seder a celebration of women so successful. A donation of $3,000 was made to Hubbard House. Our funds are used to assist victims of domestic violence. April 19th found us enjoying the Vintage Players. The Vintage Players are a traveling senior repertory company. This was a fun afternoon. Thank you, Joyce Elkin and Linda Weinstein. The proceeds collected from this program went to help pay for the warranties on the Braille machines. Members of the Braille group told us what they are doing and the great demand for books in Braille. We are so fortunate to be able to support this worthwhile organization at our temple. April 22nd, Sisterhood, Brotherhood, and T3 had a bingo. We had pizza dinner and cash prizes were awarded. We found that people like to play bingo. A fun night was held by all who attended. Thanks for Dell, Susan, Ed Mallow, Mindy Grenan, Judy Halprin, Bob Weston, Mike Miller, Mike Elkin, and all others who helped to make this evening so successful. April 23rd found new members invited to Bellini's and Belinsa's at the home of Sharon Allen. This was a meet and greet for new members of Sisterhood. Thank you to Carolyn, Lori, and Sharon for this lovely brunch. May 7th was Sisterhood's annual Mahjong tournament. Over 100 women attended this tournament. We had 2 rooms, one for the time tournament and in the second room for those who do not want to play a time game. This is our largest fundraiser event to help with Sisterhood's commitment to Temple, WRJ District, and our many projects. Thank you to Sheila Horvitz, Sherry Lauer, Eileen Shanazi, and all those who helped with the lunch and setup. The weekend of May 20th was the 140th anniversary gala, honoring our past, celebrating our present, building our future. The night could not have been more spectacular. Thank you again, Nicole Brown and Miriam Greenhout, for the outstanding gala committee. Too many to mention tonight, so you can all be proud of a job well done. This brings us to tonight's Sisterhood Shabbat and installation. It's been my pleasure to serve as your president for the past 3 years. It is now time to embrace our new theme, You Shall Be a Blessing, and we will do all we can to make this a better world and be kind to one another. Hugs to you all. Ann Stone, immediate past president, Temple Sisterhood. Thank you so much. Don't make me cry now. I still have more to go. I also need to thank our Sisterhood past presidents for their advice and guidance throughout my presidency. Laura Osofsky has been my guiding light through these many years in helping me with speeches to be given and articles to be written. Deb Core with her wonderful advice and her beautiful handwriting. Lori Simmons, who is so busy, but always made time for me and my questions. Gail Jarrett, Rhoda London, Susan Board could not have done without these ladies. Thelma Need, Ruth Knockman wishing her a speedy recovery. Celeste Danos, Arlene Newman, Sharon Allen, Rebecca Pendergraft, who just moved back to Jacksonville, all of you for being active in our temple and our sisterhood. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support, and I am now proud to be one of the past presidents of Temple Sisterhood. Before I retire, As your president, I have to honor two sisterhood members who are also retiring from their positions in sisterhood. I think they were jealous of me. Ann DePaul and Jackie Sims. Can you come up? Where's Ann? Oh, she's coming. Before I retire as your president, I must honor 2+ sisterhood members who are retiring from their positions in sisterhood, Ann DePaul and Jackie Sims, who have been taking care of sisterhood Friday night onyx and for B'nai mitzvahs and special onyx at Temple for many years. Ann, much longer than she and I care to remember, as I have been in the kitchen with her for, I think, almost 30 years. Ann was responsible for the wonderful bread pudding dessert, the peach and apple cobbler we so enjoyed. She baked hummingbird cake and strawberry shortcake like a professional bakery. She spoke with the families of the bar and bus mitzvahs to coordinate their wishes for a festive Friday night oneg. What did they like? What colors did they want us to use? What was the child's favorite cookie? Did they need gluten-free or any other requests? These are very big shoes for sisterhood to need to fill in the coming months. Jackie coordinated the bakers for the onyx and baked her wonderful cookies and desserts, always there to tray and coordinate us, the sisterhood workers, in the kitchen. We have been fortunate enough to have Marcia Luchow take over for Jackie. She now contacts all of our marvelous bakers, a call to action when needed. Jackie will still supply her cookies for the onyx, I hope. Aside from Ann and Jackie, we must also thank Bernard DePaul, who buys, cuts, and designs our fruit trays for these onyx. When Bernard can't assist us for some reason, Bernie Sims takes over. What a fortunate sisterhood we are to have these husbands involved and work with us. Can I have a big thank you for these outstanding people? This one's for you.
Oh, my goodness.
We love you.
And you can't leave.
Okay.
So as a past president, we have a past president pin for you, and I'm be proud to put it on you.
Okay.
this time. And then Susan Board will come up in just a minute, because she's got some more words of wisdom for you.
And I have a president's pin for you.
I don't take it.
You're going to take it. It's the same box that Susan Board gave me 3 years ago. It's so hard for me to put it on because I can't see the little things here. So I need to hear.
Laurie Simmons could not be with us tonight because she is doing the cantoral duties at Bethel at the beaches. Her parents are here tonight, and she asked me to read this tribute to our dear Ann Stone, our outgoing president. Laurie's going to watch on a recording tonight. She'll turn on YouTube and she'll get to see this. These are Laurie's words to you. It is so difficult to find the right words to express my gratitude for Ann Stone. Everyone who knows her knows how special she is. As with everything that she commits to, she took on the sisterhood presidency with grace and gusto. I believe that Ann can do anything. She always finds the right person to get the job done. My husband, Chris, calls her his bestie and will do anything for her. Ann's commitment is unwavering, and she even took on an extra year of service. Being immediate past president for an additional year was not in my mindset. My schedule became too demanding, and I felt badly that I was not as present this extra year for Anne as I wanted to be. She had it all together. She's well organized, on top of things, and always enthusiastic. Moreover, she does it all with a lot of love. Sisterhood and Temple are so lucky to have someone as devoted as you, Anne. I am so lucky to have had the chance to work with you and get to know you better. Now you get to be immediate past president, and I know Mindy will be in good hands. Mindy, thank you so much for stepping up to serve Sisterhood and this wonderful community. You are surrounded by strong, devoted women. Congratulations. Fondly, Lori Simmons.
And before you leave, we have some gifts for you. This is from Temple Sisterhood for you. So I may hold on to it for you. Is that okay? So thank you so much for all you've done and for all your words of wisdom. Do it from the other end. One came on the side. This is what we call the Women of Valor, and Anne has definitely been a woman of valor these last 3 years because I wasn't ready to step into the role yet. So she's definitely a woman of valor.
Mindy, where did you buy those? Thank you.
In our Judaica shop, where you shop matters.
Mother's love and mother's hope, mother's shape the world we know. Mama, Ima mama. Mothers worry, mothers feel, mothers know too well what's real. Mama, Ima mama. And these are the things our mothers teach us. Dear shoe
turn to the bottom of page 15 and rise in body or spirit for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא עשה לנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגאל עלינו כחמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ויאמרו יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. During the period of Shiva, the week following death, we remember Carol Agress. During Shloshim, the month following death, we remember Trouty Borman and Jeremy Burke, cousin of Canterbury. At the period of Yortzeit, the anniversary of death, we remember Steve Archer, Peggy Bandel, Russell J. Bloom, Frank Bujorian, Margie H. Carter, Carol Cohen, Joyce Danos, Rose Elephant, Herbert W. Fischler, Isaac Friedman, Millie Fuhrer, Bertha Green, Leonard Green, Judy Greenhut, Jean Coleman, David Nyberg, Harriet Mandel, Harold Miller, Zate Max Ornstein, Paul Rout, Robert Michael Reeders, Ed Rosenberg, Ronald Schacht, Rebecca Robinson Schneider, Lee Selleck, Donald Shapiro, Margaret Schumer, Esther Siegel, Jan Smith, Mark Trussell, Nessie Tucker, Ellen Walton, Sylvia Weinstein, Jerry Weinstein, Joseph Q. Weiss, George Wexler, Dora Wolf, Harold Zeff, Sandra Zentz. If there's someone you're remembering this evening whose name you'd like to share aloud, please do so as I look around the room. We rise as one community for Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal ve'yitkadash shemeh rabbah, be'alma divra chiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mivarach Le'olam Ulalmei Almaya. Yitbarach Ve'yishtabach Ve'yitpa'ar Ve'yitromam Ve'yitnaseh Ve'yithadar Ve'yithaleh Ve'yithalal Shemei Dekudasha Barichu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata Ve'shirata Tushbechata Ve'nechemata Da'amiran Be'alma Ve'imru Amen. Yehei Shalama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. Please be seated as we invite up Sherry Kaufman, a member of our Board of Trustees, for some announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi and Cantor, and thank you also to our sisterhood members.